Losing is a sin. One team here might need to ask for forgiveness. Sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Sooners will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers offense will get the first crack at it here. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Lets it fly. Complete to the right. Finds a seam. He's at the 10. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The pitch. Touchdown Tigers! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Oklahoma's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
The Sooners come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick completion on the out. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
And the Sooners will try to convert on 4th down. Slithers into space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And coaches have their scripts and their play sheets, and they have 4th and short. You know, when you get in these situations, they have plays that they're confident in. Called one here. Great job executing right near midfield.
The Sooners are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Platt. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a gap. It's Tyler. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Platt. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Pucks it out of the air. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Turning it into the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Looking for the tie with the extra point. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
MIZZOU has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Fisher. They'll run the screen. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll put it into the night sky for the 1st time. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown.
Oh, he wants it all. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the right sideline.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on second down. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Sooner! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Fisher. Gets it out quickly. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Trying play action. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Missouri wants to go fast.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on fourth down. And as he throws, the incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll go to the ground. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Memphis.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The pull and throw off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Breaks into the open.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
To throw, it's Fisher. Under fire. Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run it to the right. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the marker, it's Clapp. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense lining up for a first down play. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Russ. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down on the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. The Sooners are on the move. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stuff.
He's going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Off the play fake on first down. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
The Sooners trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Going to swing it on second down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Scanning the field, it's Fisher. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top, buying some time as he moves left. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The give on the inside. Hard running there. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed over the middle. It's Estes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
To the air, it's Fisher. Oh, they're after him. On the move at the 30. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. MIZZOU coming out with a fresh set of downs. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. It's Brown.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pocket breaking down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is in the air on 4th down. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's flat. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the 1st down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He'll take another shot here. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll send the back in motion. Throws it back. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Got a man. It's Russ. Jumped on top of the pile.
The guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in, and tackled there by the defense.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. He wants to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, these DBs better stay ready, man. I know you're losing the game by a lot right now, but this offense is still taking shots, so you've got to continue to stay ready and make plays like they were able to do on that last one, forcing the incompletion.
Completes it in the middle. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Sooners will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. MIZZOU has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it across the 10 to pick up a 5 and out of trouble to the 12.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Here's the handoff. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Fisher. Catch in the middle, it's Estes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Tackle is made at the 37-yard line.
Offense in a split backfield. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Makes the catch down the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now he's looking to throw it. Connection to the right. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. They're on the left hash. You'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Here's the pressure. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
On the run, it's Plus. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee in this. Will start at the 25. MIZZOU has it back, and the offense coming out on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. That's reeled in. It's Pierce. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Give to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat in 2nd down?
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Fisher. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Caught over the middle. It's Pierce. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up.
Touchdown, Missouri! Quick strike through the air for the score. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Meyer. And a good coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Dances away to buy time. With the catch, it's Lanning. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Plenty of options here, run or pass on third down right around midfield. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship, and winning a national